Hi everyone, thank you for purchasing your ornament canvas craft kit. Here are your supplies. You got your frame and your canvas, your ornaments, your bows, either glue sticks or super glue, and watered down brown paint with some cheesecloth. First, you are going to paint that frame with your cheesecloth and the brown paint. It's a really effective and easy way to give any wood that stained look. You just water down a little bit of acrylic paint. You really want to make sure that you get all of the sides and the inside of your frame as well. To speed up the process, I suggest grabbing your hair dryer and blowing that frame to get that drying time up just a little bit faster. If not, you can let it sit and dry for the next step. You will also need scissors, and while that frame is at the end of its drying, go ahead and take your scissors and cut your canvas. You want to cut just inside the fold. It will be bigger than the frame, but we will trim that canvas down to fit perfectly afterwards. Right now, you're just cutting off the excess. Once you are all done cutting your canvas, we're going to start attaching it to the frame. We are only going to glue the very top at first and work our way down. If you're using that super glue, let that glue dry for 10 to 15 seconds and then go ahead and lay it onto your canvas. But you're going to take your hot glue and you're just going to glue across the top of the frame and attach it at the very top. Then you are going to trim the rest of your canvas. You want to trim it just so it comes to the inside of that frame and you still have enough room to add glue and attach it. As you can see, I'm cutting right along the frame. Once you have trimmed your canvas, you can go ahead and add glue down the sides, putting the glue directly on the frame, and then laying the frame down. Once you are done with the sides, you can go ahead and seal the bottom, and you now have a reverse canvas. Now it's time for my favorite part. We're going to add the ornaments. The same thing, like I said, with the super glue, you're going to want to let that super glue dry for about 15 seconds before you add your ornaments. You are going to want to start with your very top ornament and your bottom 4 ornaments, and then you can space and work with the 2 middle rows. But go ahead and play around with your ornaments, see what colors you want there. It's always a good idea to lay it out first. So once you have your ornaments in place, you can go ahead and start gluing them, putting the glue right on the ornament. Again, I'll say it over and over again. That super glue, if you're using the super glue, you are going to let that dry for about 10 to 15 seconds before you put it on to your canvas. And as you can see, the second row and the third row, you just fill it in. Some of the ornaments you are going to receive are small. Some of you are going to receive larger ornaments, so it'll fill in a little different, giving every single one of these canvases a unique look. And just so you know, there are no such things as mistakes. If you notice, my third row is not in the best placement, and I was able to remove the ornaments and put them back on in the space that I wanted. Now we're going to move on to our easy bow. You should get a large piece of ribbon, 2 medium pieces of ribbon, a small piece of ribbon, and a piece of string. You're going to start out by making an X with your medium ribbon, putting it on top of your large ribbon, and then tying it in the middle. Once that's done, you can go ahead and cut off your excess string. Once you cut off that string, we're going to start trimming our ribbons. You're going to fold your 2 ribbons up towards the middle, and fold them in half, and you can trim them together so you get nice even cuts. Again, you're going to fold it in the middle, then fold it down and cut them at the end to get nice even cuts. Then you're going to flip it over and do it to the large ribbon that's in the back, and flip it and cut it. Then once you open it up, flip it over, and you've got the base to your ribbon. Take that middle piece, that small ribbon, and you are going to glue it in the middle so you've got a nice middle to your ribbon. Once the middle ribbon is glued and in place, you can go ahead and glue it to the top middle part of your frame. Thank you so much for your support and purchasing one of these kits, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday.